feel like we hear this statement all the time, especially with the younger people. They're like, "Oh, what's the point of voting? My vote doesn't matter." Why is it important for us to actually exercise that vote, especially because we know the Electoral College is really the decision maker in who ultimately wins the election, which we saw back in 2016, where Hillary did get the popular vote. More people wanted her to win, but ultimately Trump won because of this Electoral College system that we have set up.
Yeah. So look, I do understand if you're a young person and you feel like you have two bad choices, because you
You
do
do.
have two bad choices. But
And we
one
need to be
is
honest. Like, we need to be okay just like being honest about that and then making the best decision moving forward.
exactly. I mean, my lovely parents who I adore, but like they keep telling me not to say anything negative about Biden. I'm like, well, people come to me to be honest, but I'm also telling them that they should probably vote for Biden. Definitely, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but the point is that the harm reduction of ensuring that Trump does not have another 4 years, that's key. And if you aren't in a marginalized group, if you aren't somebody who experiences mass discrimination, if you aren't somebody who's an undocumented immigrant, if you aren't somebody who has a pre-existing condition, maybe that doesn't mean as much to you. But those things do matter. And I get it. The Democratic Party is not making their case, and they're making it as hard as possible for you to make this decision. We saw this in 2016, but it's super important that you at least try to move forward. We are way more likely to get stable policies and be able to move Biden in at least a marginally better direction than we would be able to do with Trump. And Trump has talked about undermining our democratic process. That's not something we can mess around with. So, plus, when you're talking about the Electoral College, Nate Silver, 538, they talked about Biden has to win the popular vote by like 4 to 5 points plus for the margin to be comfortable with the Electoral College. So your vote really does matter. It has to be some sort of a landslide so Trump can't undermine it in the courts. That would be very key too.
And this is the easiest time in your fucking lifetime that you will ever get to vote. You can vote from your damn couch while you're looking up the issues. Like, come on. Like, really, it's really not that hard. If you can tweet, then you can vote.